Hello my loves, and welcome to another video on my Candle Yoga channel, a space where we explore all things self-love, wellness, and spirituality. Now today's video is going to be a juicy one where we will be exploring the topic of manifestation, what manifestation is, and the three main steps it takes to manifesting your dream life and your desires. Now, before we get into it, if you're wanting more videos on self-love, on spirituality, and tips on living your best life, click the subscribe and notification button down below if you haven't already. And with that being said, let's dive right into it. Now, before we talk about what manifestation is, I want to talk about what it isn't and debunk a big myth around this practice. In the 21st century and information age, most of us already have preconceived ideas and assumptions of what this practice is, especially more recently with more influencers talking about this practice. Manifestation tends to be associated with New Age spirituality and has gone viral on many platforms like TikTok and Instagram. And a lot of online influencers like to define the practice of manifestation through the lens of the law of attraction. And the law of attraction basically says if you think it, it will be. If you think positive thoughts, your reality will be a positive one. And online influencers go viral with headlines like, if you repeat these affirmations every day for 30 days, you can manifest whatever reality you desire. And they show they're apparently manifested thriving businesses, dream cars, millionaire statuses, and so on. And this leads me to talk about what manifestation isn't and debunk the biggest myth around it, which also happens to be most people's definition of manifestation. And the biggest myth is that manifestation is the law of attraction or just thinking positively. The big problem with only focusing on the law of attraction when speaking about manifestation is that most people think that's all manifestation is. However, there's a big lack of realism and a high sense of privilege by only speaking about manifestation in this way, especially depending on your socioeconomic position. It tends to give people a false sense of hope. People can feel defeated when they do everything these online gurus or influencers say about manifestation, but don't end up achieving the goal that they actually want. In this day and age, it takes a certain kind of person, probably one with less social barriers and higher privileges, to say that manifestation is just thinking positively. So what is manifestation? Now, manifestation is such a nuanced practice that is a lot more than just thinking positively and reciting affirmations, although those are definitely parts of it. Now, I created this amazing definition of manifestation, which says that manifestation means bringing something you want for yourself into existence. It entails doing the work to align your thoughts to a deep sense of confidence, worthiness, and self-belief, and using this belief and confidence to propel you into making your dreams and visions happen. So let's break this down. This definition highlights that manifestation is equal amounts inner work and external action. Manifestation means birthing something that you want and you see in your mind into your reality. And that takes equal amounts of inner work, working on your mindset, thinking positively, and doing the work to gain that self-belief and self-confidence in yourself. But it also takes external action, the hard work, taking the tangible action steps that will actually get you to your goal and that vision you see in your mind. And in order to successfully manifest something, whatever that is, a car, a relationship, a new job, a business, in order to manifest something, it's important not to discount one element as more important than the other. Both the inner and the outer work has to be there in order to manifest. So how do we practice manifestation? And that leads me to talk about the three main steps it takes to manifesting your dream life and your desires. And the first step to manifesting your desires is gaining clarity. This means getting clear on your desires, asking the questions like, how do I want to live my life? Why do I want to live my life? And getting so damn honest about your true heart's answers to those questions. In our society, we tend to work backwards. We like to focus a lot on the what, the job, the career. Everyone asks us when we're young, what do you want to be when you grow up? However, we don't put enough focus on the how or the why. No one asks us how we want to be living, how we want our day-to-day to look like, and why we want to be living that way. We put too much focus on the label, the job, the career, but we don't put enough focus on our vision, how we want to be living, and our values behind that. And that's why it's so important for us to do the work ourselves to get clear on our why, our vision for the future, our dream life, and how we want to be living. If you don't get clear on your vision for your life, other people are going to choose that for you. You can't manifest the desire you don't know exists. And so that's why the first step of manifestation is getting so clear on how you want to be living your life so you can eventually start to work towards that. If you're wanting guidance on this first step of manifestation, sign up for my free email list in the description down below, where you will not only gain access to my favorite self-love tools, but you will also gain access to a free manifestation workbook with a bunch of journal prompts that are really there to assist you in gaining the clarity on your desires and your dream life. And this leads me to talk about the second step to manifestation, which is mindset mastery and reprogramming. So what is mindset mastery? Now, mindset mastery is the practice of reprogramming yourself to fully believe in your worth and that you can actually create and manifest anything it is that you want in your life. It means doing the mindset and inner work into stepping into a sense of self-trust, self-belief, and self-worth. It is so important to do this work because your mindset and your thoughts have the ability to shape your reality. The universe will only give you what you are ready for. And at the same time, you will only give yourself what you believe you are worthy of. And the psychological concept of the confirmation bias says that we subconsciously look for confirmations of our beliefs in our physical reality. So for example, if you believe that you are a victim, if you believe that life is out to get you, you will subconsciously look for confirmation of those beliefs in your reality. You will focus more on events and things that happen in your life that confirm this. If you believe your desires aren't worthy of being fulfilled or that they will never happen, again, you will look for confirmation of this in your reality. In our society, we are programmed to believe in a limited reality. A kind of one size fits all way of how to live our life. We are constantly being told how to live our life. Everything from the media, our parents, the education system, even social media tell us what kind of life is normal and acceptable. Throughout our lives, we pick up stories of how we should be living. And as a consequence, we subconsciously begin to look for confirmation of those stories in our reality. We begin to believe that this one-size-fits-all reality is all that is possible for us and all that we deserve, really. However, you deserve to live any kind of life you want. You deserve to live a life that you truly desire. And mindset mastery and reprogramming means doing the work to release these external stories that tell us how we should be living, so we can then begin to step into the state of worthiness and the state of knowing that we deserve anything we desire. Some of my favorite ways to practice this mindset work is through affirmations. Yes, those online influencers do know what they're saying, and is EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique. In affirmations and EFT tapping, we bring to our awareness, to our conscious mind, these inherited stories, these external stories that are no longer serving us, so we can then release them, and then we begin to replace them with positive and worthy affirmations. If you're not sure where to start on your mindset mastery work, no worries. Feel free to check out my last video on EFT tapping, where we step into self-love and the sense of self-worthiness. And this leads me to talk about the third and final step to manifestation, which is just doing it. And this is the step that normally gets missed in most manifestation narratives. Going back to the big myth that manifestation is just reciting affirmations and having a positive mindset. And I'm not downplaying the importance of mindset work, again, going back to the last step, but at the end of the day, even with a positive mindset, if you're not taking action towards your goals, your dreams, and your visions, nothing's gonna happen. Maya Angelou says that it won't work if you don't work. And one of the biggest excuses that we make when it comes to taking the steps to achieve our goals and our dreams is that we don't have enough time. We all say it, right? I have a full-time job, I have kids, I don't have enough time. But I invite you to just sit with yourself and reflect. Ask yourself, where am I wasting my time? Where am I wasting my energy? We have more free time than we actually think. Reflecting. How am I spending my lunch break? How am I spending time entertaining myself? Another thing we tend to do is that we talk about our dream self, our future self, the most successful, prosperous, and thriving version of ourselves as a person outside of us, an identity outside of us. But know that your dream self is you. Right here and now, that dream self is you. And we have the choice as to whether we start embodying that self right here and now or don't. What can you do right now to start embodying your dream self? We tend to wait for circumstances to be perfect to start embodying that dream self. But what baby steps can you take right here and now to start working towards that dream self? Of course, in your life, there are things we can't control. You can't control your circumstances, but you can control how you work around your circumstances. And ask yourself if, in fact, you are waiting for circumstances to be perfect. Are you waiting until you have a gym membership before you start working out? Are you waiting for your schedule to get less packed until you start implementing that self-care routine? Are you waiting until you get a better space to start your side business? Are you waiting until you have more confidence to start talking to people, getting friends, and putting yourself out there? Are you waiting for circumstances to be perfect? What can you do right here and now, despite the circumstances, to start embodying that dream self? And something I started doing is visualizing, in fact, my dream self, the most self-loving, confident, radiant, beautiful, prosperous version of myself. And I started visualizing her and asking myself in everyday actions and everyday decisions, what decision would she make right here and now? What books would she be reading? How would she be choosing to spend her lunch break? Would she be journaling or reading a book that lights her soul up, that fills her up? Or would she be numbing herself out on Netflix? What kind of friends does she have? What kind of people does she hang out with? It is in those small daily steps and decisions that you make right here and now that will get you to embodying your dream self and that person you believe is outside of you that has all of their desires met. And there you have it, loves, your 3 steps it takes to manifesting your dream life and your desires. I truly hope that this video inspires you to begin or continue on your manifestation journey. And to end it off, I just want to share a little quote that will boost that inspiration. One of my good friends said on one of her Instagram lives a couple months ago, "We have no problem breaking our backs for other people, for the external, but we won't break our backs for ourselves." Right? We have no problem breaking our backs, devoting ourselves, our time, and our energy to the external. Our jobs, our parents, our friends, even social media. We give our time and energy away to these external entities instead of devoting that time to ourselves. My love gets so obsessed with putting yourself first, with breaking your back for yourself. In your manifestation journey, get so obsessed with discovering your desires, getting that clarity, working on your mindset, and taking those action steps daily to start embodying your dream self and putting yourself first. Break your back for yourself because you are so worth it. Alrighty, my loves, I truly hope that this video resonated with you. And if it did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below any of your takeaways from this video. Sending so much love and best of luck on your manifestation journey. Namaste.